Hi, I'm Melinda Van Fleet, and welcome to the Good Karma Success Coach podcast. I'm an author, speaker, and success coach who helps women believe in themselves, build confidence, and take action. In 2009, my husband Ryan and I were laid off at the same time, and we moved to the Florida Keys without jobs, not knowing anyone, hardly any money, and we never even been here. But we made it. And now, not every day is sunshine and rainbows, but we're living our best lives. All along in our journey, I've always said that someday when we get our shit together, we will help others. So each week, my intent is to be relatable and bring you tactical tips, tools, share my learnings and stories that can help inspire or transform you wherever you are in your career or general life and make an impact. I strongly believe that if I can do it, you can do it too. So what's stopping you? Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's Good Karma Success Coach podcast. Thank you in advance for joining me. To be real honest, I was going to skip doing a podcast this week. Ryan and I are taking a little break, and I just was going to skip it. But when I woke up this morning, it just wouldn't leave me to record this podcast. It's been percolating, and I think it's just really, really important. Whether you believe what I'm going to talk about or not, I'm hoping to just shed some awareness and have people be a little more open-minded and compassionate. And also, I'm going to add this too, start to look at things from various sides and not be so quick to put their opinion out there and have judgment. The topic is a very, very, very serious one. I'm sure you would all agree. I saw last night on the news, which we rarely watch, but we did have the news on last night, that there have been 27 school shootings so far this year, and it's only May. Oh, I just have the chills through my body as I say this. That does not even count, any concerts, churches. I'm sure you've all seen the posts, just in things in general. Right? Things in general, if we counted everything, police, whether it's shootings or brutality, both sides of the coin. And it is a serious problem. I am not an expert on gun control. I'm not. However, I would be a hypocrite if I said that I wasn't appreciative for a gentleman who used to live on our street. He's since passed, but he guarded our street after Hurricane Irma from looters. He sat in his truck at the end of the street with his shotgun and guarded our street from looters. So again, I'm recording this podcast so people have awareness and keep an open mind as to so many aspects there are out there. And if there's someone that's a keyboard warrior going, stop this, stop that, let's think about things and put better policies and procedures and laws into place. Let's have some awareness around all aspects of people, of life, of, again, various things. If you've never been through a natural disaster, like Ryan and I had not been through a hurricane before, you see it on the news, but to live it and to come home to devastation and to have your house also robbed is a horrible, horrible thing too. So again, there's good and there's bad, like in everything, in people, in situations, in everything. And I'm by no means also a mental health expert in terms of having a degree. So I will state that also for the aspect of this podcast. But the issues with the shootings, they go deeper than just gun control. Yes, there are crazy things that happen with the fact that an 18-year-old can get an automatic rifle. Like, what? But even deeper than that is the mental health. What was going on with that person? What was going on? And how did no one notice? And that's the bigger thing, is how does this go unnoticed? Like, how did no one notice? Did no teachers notice? In all of these aspects, like family, friends, neighbors, did anyone notice anything weird? And maybe not in this specific case, but I'm saying this in general. everyone's been so busy with their lives and attached to their phones and not paying attention. And, let's shed some awareness on just what's going on with people, having conversations, noticing people's behaviors. Because like it or not, and whether you believe me or not, because some people will just never believe this, and that's okay. I accept that. There is darkness. There is darkness. And if you're watching TV shows, if you're playing video games, if you're doing all these things, if your children are doing these things and you're not paying attention to them, if you're not having conversations, if you're not engaging with them, there are things that can happen. So many people are quick to say that, oh, so-and-so just suffered from depression and they committed suicide. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Look at the list of celebrities that have committed suicide. Anthony Bourdain, Robin Williams, Heath Ledger, Kate Spade. These are people that, Anthony Bourdain was very open that there were voices in his head. There's a book that has been written, and it validated so much for me years ago, and it's Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil. And if you read it on the deeper level for what it was written for and why the family hid it from the rest of the world for so many years, and the history of the book is in the book. Sharon, what her name, she's on the board, and I've heard her speak before, and I've mentioned her before in other podcasts, and I'm so sorry I forget her last name, but she does the introduction if you get the book on Audible, which is how I have the book, is on Audible. Listen to that, understand what can happen to somebody, and see if you can help them. There are ways to help people. There are ways. It's so amazing to me what social media has done with just generalizing spirituality, even generalizing sage in your house. No, sage in your house clears out bad energy. For real, people. Just don't use it like you're using a lipstick. No, it really does clear out bad energies. And you're sovereign. You can tell them to go away. You can. But we forget as humans, and we continue to go on our day. And we don't share this information because, yes, the majority of the world won't believe you. That is true. The majority of the world will not believe you. Even spiritual teachers. I have had conversations with spiritual teachers, people that charge money for readings, and they don't even believe it. So the level of belief, may or may not be where you're at or someone else is at. But if you are at this level of belief in knowing, help someone if you see it. Help someone if you see it. Because yes, gun control is a very serious thing. It's a very big topic. Again, I am not an expert. I'm not preaching about any of that right now. I'm just saying look at all sides. But even deeper than that, someone can make a bomb in their bathroom. Let's be real. So if someone has this going on, other things can happen too. So let's get at the root of the problem and try to help people and truly spread love and light. Don't just be on social media posting. No, really do it. Really do it. Don't be just one of those face value people that's just posting to post. Really have it from a heartfelt space that you're noticing things. If you have children, what are they watching? Are they watching Squid Game on Netflix? Take a hard look at that. Take a hard look at that. I could rattle off some other shows too. I started watching a show and I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe the darkness infused in the show. And some of us as spiritual teachers have this knowing, we can feel the energy. Some people can't, and that's okay. And that could be how just they are, how you are. You may get to that level, you may not get to that level. That's okay. I'm just saying spread awareness and have an open mind. Stop just looking at your phone and worrying about yourself, but think about your children if you're a parent. Think about your family. Think about all the other people that are out there around you, coworkers. Like, is someone acting a little off? Does someone say, I don't feel right? That's the perfect way to put it. I don't feel right. Like, they can't figure it out. Like, what's going on? I don't feel right. That is like a signal. There could be something deeper going on. And there are ways to get help. It's probably not hiring someone through Facebook. I'm going to be real honest. But there are really, really strong teachers out there. And get some help or have a conversation with someone. Spread awareness. Have an open mind. This is a really, really, really big issue, obviously. And my heart goes out to anyone involved. Anyone. I'll never understand that pain. I'll never understand it. And if you're not part of that, you will never understand it either. But we can have compassion and an open mind and have awareness around it. And read that book. If that book calls to you, if you're like, gosh, I just feel like I need to read that book, Napoleon Hill's Outwitting the Devil. It is the best book out there on this topic. If you read it for this purpose. I've read reviews where people are reading it on a surface level. I'm like, oh my gosh, they don't get it. That's fine. Again, not everyone's going to get this. Not everyone is going to get this. And certain people have certain levels of awareness and they may get it in the future, right? Our brains can only handle so much. I heard this said before from Paul Selig's guides, and it is actually true. Like, you get little bits. And as you get stronger in your evolution and growth in your soul's journey, then you can handle more as you get stronger. But our systems can become overwhelmed, right? Overwhelmed is a very big topic. Our systems actually can become spiritually overwhelmed with like information where you're like, oh, I don't believe it, I don't get it, or you forget it and you don't embody it. Any aspect of that could happen. So again, like, someone may be like, yeah, I kind of get it. Like, yeah, I kind of get this premise, right? And they're on this journey to learn and to grow and to become more evolved. But again, some people will never get this. You may listen to my podcast. You may think I am like someone who has lost their mind. It is something that I want, and I really hope that if one person listening to this podcast has like a little bit of a light bulb going, gosh, she's just validating something for me. She's validating something that I feel and I know, or I've seen, or I've heard and been like, what? Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, I get it. Then I'm helping one more person out there. And that's what's important to me. If the rest of you are like, I think you're bananas, like, I get it. That's okay too. But have some awareness, open mind, compassion, and know that these challenges are deep. These challenges are deep. And yes, having some laws and regulations would be great because, yeah, it's kind of wild. But there's also other aspects involved too. Feel free to reach out to me as always. I'm going to end this podcast now. So much love and compassion for anyone involved in any type of situation, whether you've lost a child from suicide, whether you've lost someone through anything. We all have losses and things we've gone through on many different levels. And my heart and compassion goes out for you and your families. Lots of love. Thanks for listening.